All right, hello everyone. Welcome back to another video, another PAUL-O-WEEN deal here. This is something that I saw very quickly this morning while I was scrolling through my TikTok, and I thought it could be really fun to do. I did practice it once before, so we're gonna see if I can recreate what came before and possibly even improve on it. Really, what you'll need is a pencil, slip of paper, some orange paint for this particular example, some sort of Sharpie permanent marker, some napkins, paper towels, possibly if you're a grown-up or if you have a grown-up around, possibly a hair dryer or some sort of heating something or other. But we'll get to that as we do it. First, we're going to start out with our paper and just a pencil of some sort. And now I'm not an artiste of any sort, so please forgive me for the crudeness of my drawing skills. As I'm drawing, leave a comment below if you know what this is going to be or how you think it's going to end up. So let's get started here. I'm already not liking it. Problem with being something of a perfectionist, I suppose.
That's the best part of art, is that no art is perfect. It's all unique. Every time you paint it, draw it. This is Crazy Ruth behind the camera, by the way. Anytime you do art, you make it unique.
Okay, and then we're gonna do some triangles here. Now you should be able to figure out roughly where we're going, but I bet there's gonna be some twists and turns that you may not be expecting as my pencil breaks. One of the downfalls, in my opinion, of these lead pencils. Now, you may be thinking, okay, great, he drew a crude-shaped jack-o'-lantern. What could possibly come next? Well, don't forget, we got our orange paint. So we're gonna take this, we're gonna shake it up a little bit, just because, you know, you don't want it to get kind of stuck down at the bottom of the bottle there. Now again, be very careful, preferably have some sort of grown-up or an adultier adult if you feel that you may need that.
Also on the table under that is a clear plastic cutting mat.
Yes.
From the Dollar Tree, which helps protect your table covers.
Yes.
Always a good thing.
And so right here, kind of in the center, we're gonna squeeze like that. And then we're just gonna take and we're gonna pat around, covering the entirety of the jack-o'-lantern cutout, or design, I should say, not cutout, but the entirety of the jack-o'-lantern design until that's entirely covered there. And then we're going to take another piece of paper and we're gonna put it over the top here, just like this. And we're gonna press that down because we're gonna try to take off pretty much all of the excess paint that we just did. So we're gonna press that. We're gonna press that all along the entire thing, making sure it's all flat. And then we're going to separate it Now we can start to see, which is what we want, we can start to see our jack-o'-lantern coming through. And so now we're going to take some napkins and we're going to press those down to, again, try to get some of this excess paint that's still on here, some of this wet paint off. Now, again, this is where your drying tool might come in handy if you're so inclined to do that. But we see here a little bit better. We could see the jack-o'-lantern a little more clearly, which again is what we want. Now I'm gonna let this dry for just a moment while I go to wash my hands. Now again, you could use your drying tools, again, if you have the, and we might even end up doing it if it doesn't dry as quickly as I want it to. But we'll check back in just a moment as we let this dry. Okay, so it's still not as dry as I would like. So we're gonna take some napkins. We're gonna put 2 napkins under here, pretty much right underneath it. We're gonna take our tool, our hair dryer in this case, not sponsored, and we're just gonna blow dry it. Now this is the part that I thought was the coolest part of this design, was this next step. So we're gonna take our permanent marker, okay? And we're gonna do what you might not be expecting, which is we're going to outline the outline. And you can get as detailed with this as you want. So like, for example, we have this little outlier piece of paint right here. I'm probably going to outline that. You don't have to. I think it's cool if you do, but that's just me. And obviously if you have a finer marker, you might be able to get a little bit better of an outline. This is just a regular old permanent marker. Sometimes here at Casa Casey, we do have some fancy stuff, but we're not going super fancy with this. This is just supposed to be a quick sort of PAUL-O-WEEN thing for you to do, no matter what age. Again, sometimes if you feel, you know, you might need an adultier adult or something, there's nothing wrong with that. And so now we've outlined pretty much all of the actual jack-o'-lantern there. And now we're going to actually outline the jack-o'-lantern itself. depending on how long it takes your paint really to dry, you have a nice jack-o'-lantern picture.
That looks really cool.
So let us know in the comments below. Oh, and if you'd like to see my much better one, in my opinion, that was my very first one. That was the very first one that I did this morning. Yeah. Let us know in the comments if you like this idea, if you have another idea. So stay tuned.